and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. If you could please take your seats, we'll go ahead and begin our ceremony. Again, I want to thank you all so much for being with us this afternoon. This is a big deal for us because we are honoring the best and brightest within the Department of Public Safety here at the City of Las Vegas for all their great work over this past year. My name is David Riggleman. I'm the Communications Director for the City of Las Vegas, and I'm going to serve as your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. Again, it is an honor to have you with us because by you being here, you're showing your support for the men and women of this department and the great work that they do. At the City of Las Vegas, before we start handing out any awards this afternoon, we always put first things first. So for those who are able, I'm going to ask you to please rise for the presentation of the colors, and please remain standing then for the Pledge of Allegiance and our invocation. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the Department of Public Safety Honor Guard.
Present. Color.
Uniformed officers. Present. Armed.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Color.
Uniformed officers. Order. Armed.
Right. Forward. Mark.
Thank you, Honor Guard. Well done. At this time, I'm going to call upon Janalee Dijon to lead us in our invocation.
Heavenly Father, thank you for your presence here with us today. Father, this is such a special occasion. We're going to claim this as holy ground for you. Let everything we say and do bring glory to you. Father, bless each of the recipients. Each has gone the extra mile, more than what was required, Lord, to win this award. And Father, I pray that this is a special blessing to them. We love you and we praise you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Janalee. Everyone, you may be seated. We're going to hear more from Janalee in just a few minutes. Well, again, it is an honor to have all of you with us on this very special day. We're very appreciative of some of the dignitaries that we have in the audience with us today, also lending their support to the Department of Public Safety. I want to acknowledge, first of all, from the Las Vegas City Council, we have our Mayor Pro Tem Brian Knutson with us this afternoon. Also joining us is our city manager, Mr. Mike Jansen is here. And then also from outside of the city of Las Vegas, we're very honored to have the following individuals with us as well. From the U.S. Marshal's Office, we have U.S. Marshal Gary Schofield here with us. Gary is an old friend. Also, we have Assistant Chief Mike Harris from the city of North Las Vegas. Mike, thank you for being here. Also from North Las Vegas, we have Deputy Chief Adam Hyde. Adam, thank you for being here. From UNLV, we have Chief Arnold Vasquez is with us. Thank you, Chief. From the Clark County School District Police, we have Chief Henry Blackeye. And from the FBI, we have Assistant Special Agent in Charge Nathaniel Holland with us this afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Nathaniel. One individual who's unable to be with us today is our mayor, Shelley Berkeley. She is at the legislature today. She planned to speak, but she's at the legislature testifying on a bill very important to the city of Las Vegas and, in fact, very important to public safety across the entire valley. So we wish her well today, but no worries. We have the next best thing here. We have our Mayor Pro Tem, Brian Knutson, here. Mayor Pro Tem, will you come up and also help welcome our crowd here today? Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, our Mayor Pro Tem, Brian Knutson.
What an honor it is to be here, and I asked the chief beforehand if I could take some liberties in my speech, and so there's a few things that I have to get off my chest, and I'm going to. Because when you have a microphone and an elected official, there's nothing that's going to stop me. So here it goes. I support you. You're amazing. You're wonderful. But I got some gripes, and here are my gripes. I have 3 stories. Okay, so you're sitting up there on the dais, right? It's very safe, very protected. There's a whole back room there. I don't know if this is being televised or not, is it? It is. Okay, so I'm not going to give any sensitive information away. But let me just tell you, there's guards that are stationed on the side, right? There's marshals that are there to protect the mayor. And so I went up and said, what happens if something bad comes in here? He says, I'm going to protect the mayor. And I was like, well, I sit right next to the mayor. I don't know if you guys have noticed. My seat is right next to her. And I was like, so you're going to run up and protect the mayor? And I was like, what happens to me? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to protect the mayor. So I just want you to be aware. I started going to the academy training at Bill Breyer Park on Saturday mornings. For those of you who watch me. Okay, there's a few of you that are there with me. So I can keep up. So whoever's sitting over there, I'm faster, I'm stronger, and I will protect myself, just so you know. just to put it out there. Next story. This one made me a little bit sad. This is your team too. A couple of weeks ago, the mayor was going on a pub crawl. So if you're going to be a pub crawl downtown, you should have invited me because most of the bars know who I am. And so I was like, I'm going to go and visit with the mayor. So I get to the first bar, and there's like 7 communications officials there. There's 6 dignitary protection and marshals protecting the mayor. And I show up, and I'm like, I just want to have a drink. I'm going to sit down. I started talking to the owner of the bar. I was there for 4 minutes. I look around. Every single one of them left me. No one tapped me on the shoulder. No one said, hey, we're going to go to the next bar. I don't need protection, but it would have been nice if someone would have just tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, we're leaving. So I just wanted to put that out there. Third story. Last week, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I got kind of attacked at a public meeting. It was a really stressful meeting. We expected 15 people, like 85 people showed up. They're all yelling at me. My team sitting in the back eating onion rings, watching me get yelled at. About halfway through, a marshal comes in, and I'm like giving him the eyes saying, thank you for saving me. Thank you for pulling me out of this crowd. You know what he said? He said, there's somebody here that needs to say something to you. And then he walked out. So last week, the chief sent me a text saying, the mayor's out of town. You're our second choice. Would you like to come and speak? So I know where I stand. So next time you all ask me for support, just know I got some feelings that I had to get out there. I do support you, and I want to talk about that real quick. So from 2021 to 2026, your budget has increased by 30%. So it's $25 million more dollars going into the Department of Public Safety. That's 18 new marshals, it's 18 new Animal Protection Service officials. So this council definitely supports everything that you do. I also want to say to the Animal Protection Services, animal control officers, this council has created some problems for you. I apologize right up front because you guys have taken a lemon and turned it into a lemon tree. Like, you guys have done an amazing job at making the city proud of everything that we do around animal protective services. For the dispatchers, I used to be a dispatcher. Nothing happens without you. I totally understand that. Absolutely nothing happens. All the officers out there, all the animal control officers, everything falls apart if you're not there to watch them, if you're not there to dispatch them. And for everything happening in the correctional facility, for our city jail, it's been a change over the last several years. And don't think that this council doesn't recognize that. I definitely understand what it's like. My dad was a corrections officer. I talked about all the stories that he had, and I can't imagine what's going on there now, but I can tell you that I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of everything that you guys are doing. This council stands 100,000% behind you and everything that you're doing. You're all doing a fantastic job, and it's such a pleasure to be part of your team. I really, really do respect the work that you do, and I just want to say you don't need a silly elected official to tell you that they support you. That's not what you need. You need to understand how much worth you bring to this community. The 23rd largest city in the country with one of the highest quality of life for our residents, and the reason is because they feel safe walking into our parks, they feel safe walking into our community centers. This is an amazing community to live in, to work in, to play in, and it's because of the work that you bring to our community. So thank you for dedicating your lives to making Las Vegas a better place. I am forever grateful. I got some feelings, but I'm forever grateful for what you do, and when you ask me for support next time, just know what's going through my head. I do support you, and hopefully you get to enjoy some dinner out there tonight. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here.
Well done, Mayor Pro Tem. That was good. That was really good. Well, also with us today, I mentioned before, is our city manager. He oversees, of course, all of the city staff. He is a staunch supporter of public safety and has been since coming into his time as city manager. Of course, that's one of the council's priorities. He's heard that loud and clear, and he certainly delivered on that. So without further ado, let's welcome our city manager, Mr. Mike Jansen, to the microphone, everyone.
Folks, it's really hard to follow MPT because he just shoots off the cuff. But what I will tell you is two things that we have in common is we both come from dads who were in law enforcement. My dad, as many of you know, was a police officer in New York. As you heard, MPT's officer was dad was a corrections officer. And so the work that you do day to day, we have a different appreciation for it, I think, just because growing up in the household, it just means a little bit more to us. So I want to start off again just by appreciating the chief giving me an opportunity to speak to you today. And I really want to thank the chief for making sure that as an annual event, this department is recognized for all the work that you do. That's not something that was always done in the past, and it goes without saying how important it is to recognize your team. So with that, I usually go a little off the cuff too, but I got a couple of things today that I want to make sure I get right. So I've got a little bit written down that I'm going to go off of. So you know, as Mayor Pro Tem mentioned, as well as David, Mayor Berkeley was not able to be here today because she is in Carson City testifying on the importance of funding for public safety. You'll hear that time and time again at all offices in Southern Nevada. Public safety is at the top of the list, and it's no surprise that Mayor Berkeley's up in Carson fighting for additional funds for public safety. Every legislative session has important bills, but there's one very important bill that was recently voted on and passed by the committee that's evaluating the bill. And it had a city position that was different from past sessions. The bill I am referring to is AB 93. This is the bill that would expand the heart-lung benefits to our marshals, a benefit that I'm told has been provided to most police officers and corrections officers in our valley since 1969. In legislative sessions past, for various reasons, the city did not provide a position of support on prior heart-lung benefit expansion bills that would cover our marshals. Well, folks, I'm here to tell you that after having a great discussion with Chief Potts on just how important this benefit is to our marshals, I made it clear to him that our position this session would be different. This session, we provided a position in 100% full support. The bill has not become law yet, but I wanted you all to know where we stand. So again, a little bit of a change from past bills. Every department at the city has measures of effectiveness and outputs that are, compared to the prior year. As I looked over the DPS annual report for 2024, I see a lot more than numbers. Certainly, much more than the $106 million budget that your admin team has done a fabulous job managing this year to help us with the Badlands situation. What I see in your report, I see actions. I see actions that improve the quality of life of our city, actions that impact a business owner's willingness to invest in our city, actions that have helped our city grow to become a great city, a city, as MPT noted, we're now the 23rd largest city in the United States. Being out here since an intern in '92, I think we were maybe at about 200,000. We were way further down the list. And it's hard to believe, but it's not hard to believe that we've grown as much as we have. It's really tied to the work that we do as a community to make our community safe, to make our community a place that people want to live. And the work that you do, and I'm just going to pull a few of those numbers out, the work that you do from dispatch answering over 100,000 calls, from our Animal Protective Services team responding to over 24,000 calls, our marshals implementing about 9,000 arrests and citations, and our COs managing an increasing average daily population and increasing average length of stays in a jail with an increasingly much more challenging population. I read a lot of the shift reports. I enjoy taking a look to see just what's happening amongst all of our teams. And a shift report I saw the other night, there were 7 legal 2,000 holds in a jail. And it just shows you what's going on behind the scenes. It's a much more challenging group. Collectively, what I will tell you is your efforts have made a tremendous impact on our city. And for this, I applaud you and sincerely appreciate what you do. With that, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Those are great and important stats, and that is the reason, one of the big reasons that we are here today is to honor the work that Mike was just talking about. Well, of course, the individual that oversees this department is the chief, Jason Potts. He's been here since 2022, and in those almost not even 3 years yet, he's really tried to bring a lot of innovation to what you do in this department, and I think he's delivered on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's hear from your chief, Jason Potts.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. I'll just say this. I'm going to disagree, MPT, sir. Our folks are paying attention, and they do need your support. And they're paying attention to what you all are saying on the dais. And I'll tell you what's different about this jurisdiction and other places in the country is that our elected officials don't turn their backs on our hardworking cops and COs and our professional staff, and it means something. And so we really appreciate everything you say and everything you do. And so thank you to all our dignitaries and my friends. Thank you all for being here. I think this is an opportunity, although we're pivoting a little bit because now I'm going to have my monitor to look at the PowerPoint and all this other stuff, but you want to tee up the video? Let's play the video real quick. This video we're going to show you is a 4-minute clip. We're pretty proud of it, and this is really the pride that I have in this organization and the great work that all our men and women do. But I want you all to look at this video. It's amazing.
In the heart of Las Vegas, beyond the bright lights and bustling streets, stands a team centered around serving their community. With unwavering dedication, we protect and serve, ensuring safety and justice for all. Every day we stand strong with class and professionalism. Committed to excellence, driven by purpose, and united by a mission to uphold the law with fairness and honor. We have proudly served our community for over 40 years and have made many great accomplishments in that time. We understand that respect is not given, it's earned. Through every challenge, we remain steadfast. Department of Public Safety, dedicated to excellence.
Future law enforcement training is heading to Las Vegas. The Department of Public Safety is planning to use virtual reality to train city marshals.
Focus so much on street survival, and I think this profession does a pretty good job with that. So this is POP stuff all day. What's her name? POP stands for Problem-Oriented Policing, and it is really that targeted approach to policing. There to copy one?
Las Vegas City Marshals now taking to the streets to make parts of the Arts District. They're taking it one day at a time.
Expanding their problem-oriented policing team from Fremont over to the Arts District.
That is a priority for dispatchers with the City of Las Vegas's Department of Public Safety.
So this is our dispatch center, and so our dispatchers are really the lifeline of policing and law enforcement.
This team of dispatchers for the Department of Public Safety pick up the phone for any city marshal, animal control, or detention facility call. Responded to over 20,000 calls to date. That is roughly 5,000 calls a day.
Without them, we can't do this.
Whether it be opening a gate, responding to homeless issues, or shots fired, these dispatchers are hard at work responding to it all.
It's a privilege to be on a motor unit. There's only approximately 220 of us, probably valley-wide. The city does 180 miles of trails that we do patrols. This platform allows a lot easier for traffic control.
This is an optional program offered in the Las Vegas Detention Center that teaches new skill sets to inmates who are interested in participating.
Graduated from a CMI training course for a janitorial position here at Las Vegas City Jail.
Now we're heading to Unit 3. This is our general population unit.
Training today here in an empty unit that we have available. In any situation, we always try to do something like a cell extraction as a last resort.
These are thank you. Thanks.
Through Operation Positive Change, their commitment to public safety and animal welfare significantly impacted our community. 40 citations were issued, several arrests were made, and most importantly, 16 vulnerable puppies were rescued.
Each blue dot represents a crime, wherever it happened, and this map can tell you what that crime was.
A new force called the Flex Team is out on the streets cracking down on some hotspots.
These officers are motivated, highly self-motivated officers, and they're out there able to identify crime.
Since January, the team has completed over 550 calls for service, made over 50 arrests, and issued 115 citations.
Welcome to Scarlett and Wilbur swearing in and induction ceremonies here at City Hall. We have an incredible team of dedicated professionals, and we welcome them because they are part of our family now.
Just want to recognize someone that created that video. Vincent, where you at, Vincent? You want to stand for us? Vincent with Sin City Responders created that video, and he's been a big supporter of ours, and he's done some great work. And so, again, thank you all. And again, City Manager, we appreciate your support, and all our elected officials for all the work that you all do and having our backs. Our cops deserve every bit, our cops and COs deserve every bit of support that we can muster up for them. They really truly are the thin blue line or the thin gray line or whatever you want to call it between good and evil. And yeah, evil in sometimes the most predatory ways, and they deserve it. And that's why we're here to honor them and to recognize all their efforts. But before we start, a big thank you to the families that are here, family and friends. I'll tell you, they can't do it without you. You guys are their oxygen. And so just a round of applause to family and friends that are here, please. So I'm going to put these birth control glasses on for those that don't know in the military, because I thought the monitor was going to be in front here. So that's a military term, sorry. I can't help myself. My staff's like, you're doing this again. So I'm going to see if this thing works. It works? It works. So I promise you we're not going to be death by PowerPoint. I just allow me to indulge you all a little bit about the good work that they're doing. These are all photos. I'm going to blaze through this, but I just want to talk quickly about our history, and I think it's really important. In my assessment, if you don't know your history, you're destined to repeat those failures. And I'll tell you, as you see on the left, those are circa 1984. They're park rangers. As you all know, we're a limited jurisdiction department. We're rooted as park police, but our niche now is not just parks, our 83 parks and our tourist corridors, which is Fremont Street Experience, and our Arts District. But it's more than that. It's also our city facilities and everything else. We've grown a lot in the last 10 years, just to give you a quick number, from 58 officers to over 120 officers. So when MPT talks about the support, it even goes back further than that. It's 10 years and grown almost 100%. And our parks have only grown from 75 to 83. And so despite those expectations and sometimes outpacing that capacity, you guys have risen to those challenges. And then our detention centers, you see in the middle there, that's us. You can't probably see that, but that's some old information about, we used to be called Detention and Enforcement, and that's us partnering with Metro, which is really important to us. And that young man on the right of that, that's young Chafee, and that's the future of our police department. And of course, our animal control unit. In 2009, just so you all know, they were the Animal Control Unit of the Year by NACA, and that's pretty impressive stuff, and it makes sense because they're handling 26,000 calls for service with a staff of about 15 or 16. And then, of course, our future is our Citizen Police Academy and our future with the volunteer program with Jacqueline, a.k.a. Jay Quillen, Archambault, and all the good work she does. And so this year, kind of a year of excellence on what we've done. I just want to highlight the photo there on the left. That's Officer Espinosa. And so she's kind of the face of our recruiting. We've actually got our recruiting, our retention concerns all the way down from 26% attrition down to about 11%. And so kudos to our human resources department. Ron, are you here? If you can just, Ron, we appreciate all the work you're doing, putting a dent in that recruiting challenge, so I appreciate it. And of course, Scarlett, where's my girl at? Where are we at, Sarge? Is she here? She didn't want to be the highlight of the show or what? No, so that's beautiful. Scarlett, she's our vapor wake gun detection dog. And then, of course, our strategic plan. You know, this is a work in progress. Anthony, you're here, right? Anthony Lambert, Strategic Services. Thought I saw him earlier. He must have ducked out. That is our guiding principles. Those are our document where we're going. Our 3 focus areas: employee health and wellness, number 1, crime reduction, and sustaining trust, confidence, and legitimacy. Those are our 3 focus areas. And of course, in my opinion, Chief Triplett, you didn't know I was going to put that picture there, but we voted that the picture of the year. That's him engaging with these 3rd graders with our book, Making It Better in Las Vegas. So that's our first focus area: safety, wellness, and culture, which is really important to us. We're pretty intentional about showing people we care. And a big shout out to Yamil Landrian for leading those efforts. She's our behavioral health administrator. Thank you, Yamil. She's going to be awarded today for all her good work. We know that our cops in law enforcement deal with people on the worst days of their lives. If not the worst day of their life, it's the worst day of their year or their month, and that projects back on them. And we also know that the research shows that it's not always about that causes the stresses. What causes the stressors is the organizational betrayal, the organizational activities, the mandated overtime, the lack of fairness, and the lack of process. And I'll tell you, I don't always get it right. Our staff doesn't always get it right, but I'll be damned if we don't try. And we fall short, but telling you, no one's half the battle. And then I want to highlight a few other things about our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program. I want to give our folks the tools and training. We all do. We want to give our folks the tools, the training, and time to do their jobs. And then those bottom pictures is us honoring our retirees as they go off. It's really important that we honor them as they are the bridge to the past and to the future. And then that picture on the far right, that's our kids getting the Emotional Survival for Law Enforcement by Dr. Gil Martin. If you guys don't know that book, it's a great book, and I highly recommend it. Sustaining trust, confidence, and legitimacy. I just want to blaze through a couple things. We talk about technology quite a bit in Southern Nevada for all the law enforcement agencies. TASER 10, we're pretty proud of that. We're one of the first agencies to have that. That actually allows us to have a distance of 40 feet plus to engage with folks, and giving ourselves distance, having some cover, having some numbers and some options, and being able to leverage time. And that hits on our critical decision-making model wheel, which is ICAT, which stands for Integrating Communication Assessments and Tactics. It's really about good outcomes. The city manager talked about our outputs, which is our arrest, citations, and contacts. We talk quite a bit about outcomes. And outcomes are improved crime and disorder and fewer victims, and we're trying to hit on that. We have the reality-based training center and all that good stuff. So we're really doing pretty good work when it comes to that. On the other front of technology, we have our flock safety cameras. These things are important. We're partnered with Metro in that respect. Our Canine Scarlet, as you know, and then we have our problem-oriented policing team. You guys saw that highlighted. They look at the underlying causes of crime. They look at that SARA framework, scan, analyze, and respond, and assess the environment. And they're really about building relationships. We know that this is a relationship business. We're not counting widgets. We're not coders. We're all about the people and about relationships, partnerships, and friendships, and they're hitting on it in spades. And then I'd be remiss, and I know conditions is here, and there's some other things further down in this PowerPoint, but our conditions team, we often wonder what homelessness or the unhoused would look like without our conditions team. Just to let you all know, they handle about 45 encampments to 50 tons of debris every single month, and they were recognized by MPT a few months ago for all their good work. And then we have our drone team. We have 3 pilots, and we're trying to keep up with the good work of Metro and all the good stuff they do. You know, speaking of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, I see a few people here. I also see the LVPPA Executive Board member, Greg. Are you here, Greg Stinnett? Appreciate you. And so just know that our partnerships with Metro are extremely important. We want to be good partners to Metro, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of that. Patrol is the backbone of policing. We talk quite a bit about, So patrol is the backbone of policing, and they talk quite a bit about the importance of that. And those folks really do a good job. And so I want to hit on that and make sure we capture that. And then the operational enhancements, that's what I was talking about with the conditions team. On the left, that's March 19th, which is Operation Positive Change, and then January 8th being the conditions team. You know, for Operation Positive Change, our folks with the Flex team actually made 40 citations, multiple gun arrests, and multiple firearms recovered. So they did a really, really good job there. CERT team. I want to highlight this because this is really important. On July 30th, there was a huge incident at the Ely State Prison, and the state kind of accelerated these plans to reclassify their facilities. And so in a massive coordinated effort on September 9th and 10th, over 200 of Nevada's most violent inmates were transferred by air. And I'll tell you, our CERT team, which stands for the Special Emergency Response Team, got after it, and they worked with U.S. Marshals, with Gary's team, Las Vegas Metro SWAT, NDOC, NHP, National Guard, FBI, and many others. And they were recognized by our sheriff and even our governor for the great work that they did. And I think they're here today. I appreciate you guys can just raise your hands. Thank you for all the work you guys do. They are our tip of the spear SWAT team, so we appreciate it. And then kind of finishing this up, we have this mantra at our jail of leaving them better than we found them. And I want to highlight a few things. You saw that young man in our custody, and he talked about the jail job certification that he got. He went through and got a custodial certification, and what this means is we're trying to break the cycles and give folks a livable wage. It's important, and we've, over the last, I think it's a year and a half, 2 years, we've had 520 of these folks graduate, and only 18 have returned to our facility. That's phenomenal stuff. We're trying to break those cycles of incarceration, and they're doing it by giving them a livable wage and giving them a job certification to give them a little hope when they get out. And we tell them we don't want them back, and we mean it. And then units 5 and 6, we are renovating that right now. We're going to create a soft room, a Zen den, if you will, and you know, some new toilets and everything else. And again, with the support of our elected officials and our city manager to make that happen, it's going to be huge for our staff, and we really appreciate it. And then, of course, our Northwest office that was fully renovated for our criminal investigation section. And that's it. And I just want to thank you all again. Thank you, and thank the family and all the friends that are here. They can't do it without you, so we really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Chief Jason Potts, everybody. Another round of applause for him, please. All right. What do you say we give out some awards? What do you think? You ready? All right, let's do it. Well, our very first award, I'm going to have, you guys come up here, you're going to help me out. Luz and team, thank you so much. All right, our first award, appropriately enough, is the Jana Lee Volunteer of the Year Award. Now, as the title would suggest, this is honoring an individual who's given of their own time to support our community, this department, our officers, even our inmates within our jail. Now, this award is named after Jana Lee Dijon. She was who did our invocation, because Jana Lee has been a past recipient of this award, but more than that, she has been a tireless volunteer within our jail going back decades. I can attest to that because I've known Jana Lee for many years myself. So this award, appropriately enough, is now named after her because of all of her tireless work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you who our recipient is this year, and then I'm going to ask Jana Lee to come up and tell you a little bit more about the award itself. So our recipient this year of the Jana Lee Volunteer of the Year Award is Julie Graham. Julie, will you please come up? And I've known Julie for many a year, too. It's a small world in many ways. And Jana Lee, if I could ask you to come up, please, and tell us more about this special award and this special individual as well. Jana Lee Dijon, everyone.
Well, this has to be the safest place in Nevada. Let me talk a little about Julie. She signed on for this back in 2005, I believe. 20 years, driving 20 miles one way to get to the jail. She's the one that, if you're looking for a volunteer, that's what you want. At the last minute, if I need somebody to step in, Julie's the one that's going to be there. If she doesn't have to work, yes, ma'am, I'll be there. No moaning, no groaning. She's got this sweet and gentle spirit, which you don't always see in the jail. And she's kind of the mom a lot of the women in there wish that they'd had. And we are so blessed to have her. When we go into the jail, we are allowed to go right into the cell block. No sign-ups. The chief allows us to go into the units. Whoever wants to come, comes. You know, everything trickles down from the top. Is that right, boss? And I mean, I've been there for a long time. I want to show you something. I know you can't see it from there. Our very first ID badge that we had. Chief, you want to look at it? I gave it back and said, nope, you can't make me wear it. Why would that be, Chief? Well, that was my husband's. I gave mine back because to wear it in there, it had our date of birth, our picture, our social security number, everything that it took for them to become us. And that trickled down the top from somewhere, and it wasn't you. You are the best chief we have ever had in here. Please, let's give him some love. You know, the one downside of going in is it's like living in the land of the giants. But not just giants on the outside. The officers there at the jail, honestly, whether they're 5 foot or whether they're 7'9", they're 10 foot tall. We are treated with dignity and respect. Half of the wonderful part of going to the jail is the staff at the jail. I have a wonderful sergeant, Sergeant Cook. I have a wonderful lieutenant, Lieutenant T. Dent. When I came there, she was an officer, and I had her as a sergeant, and then I had her as my lieutenant. And I think Julie would attest that when we go into the jail, we are welcomed by everybody there, and they keep us safe. And maybe it would seem like we're do-gooders. But look at this way. You marshals, you arrest them, you book them. But then I believe that we're part of your mission to send them home better than you found them. And I want to mention, the chaplains aren't the only volunteers in there. You have AA, NA, Catholic Services, you have Law Library, Vegas Stronger, Therapeutic Painting, Yoga. The marshals have 3 chaplains. And they're all to be commended for what they do. We don't get paid, but honestly, you don't have enough money to pay us for what we love to do. And I'm going to end with just a little brief story. I had a friend named Molly, and she said to me, Janalee, you have got such a neat ministry. All I know how to do is bake good chocolate chip cookies. And I said, Molly, baking good cookies is a ministry, unless you eat them all yourself. So you give them away, and you give them away with love. And that's what she did. And I think every single volunteer, look for a cause that breaks your heart, and now they're breaking their back to fix it. Julie's one that breaks her back to fix it. And we are so pleased to have her. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janalee. Congratulations, Julie. They do important work, folks, bringing some hope to those who probably feel they're in a hopeless situation when they go into incarceration. So, as you heard, though, there are some bright lights that are there to leave them. Chief, we're going to leave them better than how we found them, right? All right. Well, our next award is the Community Engagement Award. Now, this award is given to a member of the department who not only shines on the job, but also shines off the job and does things to make our community better. I'm very happy to tell you that this year's recipient of this Community Engagement Award is Julio Olarte. Julio, will you come forward, please? Our marshals are obviously a key part of the community, but they don't work 24/7. And so the idea behind this award is to honor those who are also giving to the community when they're not in the uniform and on the job. So Julio, congratulations to you, and thank you for your great work. All right, the next award is the Meritorious Service Award. Now, this award is presented to civilian employees within the department who've distinguished themselves through an exemplary act or achievement. And that act or achievement then obviously has a positive impact either on the community or on the department as a whole. So I'm very happy to tell you that this year, receiving this award, we have 5 individuals within the department who are going to be honored. And they are Alexandra Demolius, Evelyn Hamilton, Carla Limon, Jennifer Gallego, and Yamil Landrian. Of course, our civilian employees support all the things that the department does. They're as integral to anyone as those who wear a uniform, and so we thank them for all that they do. And Chief, I'm impressed that you have this many people that would be in a situation to receive this award. This is Jennifer Gallego, everyone, if you didn't already know. And last but not least, we have Yamil Landrian. All right, well done, everyone. Give them a round of applause. Now, the next honor is called the Contraband Recovery Award. Now, this is presented to the corrections officers who've conducted 3 proactive contraband seizures within a calendar year. Obviously, contraband in a jail, not a good thing. You want to make sure that anything that shouldn't be there is not there, and that's going to keep, obviously, the other inmates safe, the officers safe, and the facility safe. So we have 2 recipients this year who are going to receive this Contraband Recovery Award, and they are Lauren Alexander and Jennifer Vargas. They would please come forward. We all know that inmates can be very creative sometimes in getting contraband into the jail, and these officers do an amazing job figuring out how to stem that. All right, let's give Lauren and Jennifer another round of applause, please. All right, now the next award is the Firearm Recovery Award. And you're probably thinking, well, Scarlett's going to get this one, right? Well, this actually goes to the marshal officers who've conducted 3 proactive firearm seizures within the calendar year. And of course, we're talking about illegal firearms, getting them off the street. This is interesting because I think those of us who aren't in law enforcement would be a little taken aback to know how many illegal firearms are actually out there floating amongst the public. But thanks to these officers that you're going to hear from here in just a few minutes, they're helping to reduce those illegal firearms on the street. So we're going to ask these marshals to please come forward. Again, Chief, I'm impressed. You have six officers for this award that are being honored. We have Jorge Caloca. Andrea Flenner. Carlos Garcia. Brian Pystrip. Jarek Soria. And John Wright. All right, how about another round of applause for those who received the Firearm Recovery Award. Congratulations and thank you to all of you. Very important work, needless to say. Okay, the next award is the Leadership Award. Now, this is presented to a sworn officer, a lieutenant or below, or a civilian who's demonstrated outstanding leadership within their work unit. This leadership, obviously, is what helps inspire and motivate the team and also helps us reach our organizational goals. These are the folks that inspire those around them to get the work done. So again, Chief, I'm impressed. You have 7 individuals receiving this honor today, and we're going to name them off one at a time here. First, we have Dwight Davis. Next is Brandy Fush. Jennifer Gallego. You're going to hear that name a lot. Andrew Kellogg. Rhonda Knightley. Janelle Maza. And August Yamat. All right, how about another round of applause for these exceptional leaders. Thanks to all of you. Our next award is the Life Saving Medal, and this award is presented to those within the department who have unquestionably saved someone else's life. In other words, if not for their actions, a person in our community would have died. So our first recipient, unfortunately, could not be with us here today, but it's Francis Bengayan. Let me tell you what Francis did. On May 8th of last year, he received a call that someone at Rafael Rivera Park had accidentally shot themselves in the leg. It's a serious wound. It was clear that if he hadn't gotten there quickly, that this individual, there's a real chance that they would bleed to death. So acting quickly, Officer Bengayan put a tourniquet on the wound. Thanks to his training, knew where to place the tourniquet most effectively and stop the bleeding before this individual bled to death and until the paramedics were able to transport this individual to the hospital. Again, the wound was of such a serious nature that it's very likely that this person would have died without Officer Bengayan being there. You talk about a guardian angel in the right place at the right time. So, Francis, you're not with us today, but in spirit, we thank you for all that you've done. Next, we have John Gallegos, and I want to ask John Gallegos and Carlos Villalobos to please come forward at this time. Let me tell you what they did. On August 22nd of last year, they received a call of an individual who was unresponsive. They suspected that this individual had overdosed on drugs. So they immediately recognized that thanks to their training and sprung into action. They administered CPR and doses of Narcan. Here's the thing, this individual didn't respond. The individual is still unresponsive. So what they did is they kept working. They kept working at it. Now, I can tell you, if I were in that situation, I might think to myself, you know what, I've done everything I can, I'm too late. But these two didn't give up. They continued to work on this individual, and guess what? He was transported to the hospital, recovered, and is expected to make a full recovery. Again, if not for these two, that individual would not be with us anymore. Gentlemen, that's incredible. Great work. All right, our next individual is Julio Olarte. You've already seen Julio come up here once before. Let me tell you what Julio did on March 4th of 2024. One of our custodial employees here at the city had choked on a piece of food and couldn't breathe. Any of you have ever been in that situation? It's terrifying. You can't take a breath. You can't tell anybody what's wrong because you can't breathe. And you feel like, this is not good. I might not survive this. Julio recognized the situation, immediately sprung into action, started to do abdominal thrusts. Thank goodness you were trained to do that. And after a time, managed to dislodge the piece of food, saving this individual's life. Again, anybody that's ever been there, it's terrifying. And again, a guardian angel in the right place at the right time saved the day. Julio, congratulations to you on great work. Next, we have Sean Smith. Now, let me tell you what Sean did back on February 26th of 2024. He's a corrections officer, and one of the inmates in our jail was attempting to climb over a second-story rail. Sean ordered this individual to climb back for fear of this person falling. The command was ignored. So what Sean did, realizing that this individual would likely fall, he got underneath this person and positioned himself in case the person fell. And guess what? The person fell. So you know what Sean did? He caught him and prevented him from having a serious injury. Put this individual in the recovery position until medical could arrive. It's a good thing you're a big guy, Sean. If that were me, I'd have been crushed. But you saved the day, and you saved this individual, most likely from very serious injury. So congratulations and kudos on a tremendous effort. Sean Smith, everybody. Pretty impressive stuff. These folks go beyond every day. Our next award is the Medal of Merit. Now, this is presented to an employee who performs their duties in a manner that exceeds all expectations. These are the individuals within the department who go the extra mile. They're the ones that are the inspiration to the rest of us, because when we think we've gone far enough, they're the ones that say, oh no, we can go a lot farther. And again, Chief, I'm impressed that you don't have one person receiving this award or two, you have 5 individuals that have qualified to receive this award. And let me tell you who they are. First, we have Carla Espinoza. Next, we have Sarkis Japolian. Next is Janelle Maza. Next, Rico Mendez. And finally, Enrique Ortiz. So these are the overachievers within the department, everyone. If you're wondering who they are, they're all right here. So thank you, Meredith, for the photo. Congratulations, everyone. Well done. Good to see you. All right, now this brings us to some very special awards at this point. All of these awards are the honorees of the year. So in other words, what we're going to do is we're going to tell you who the nominees are, and then at the very end, we'll tell you who our recipient, our ultimate recipient is. And this is how it'll work. I'm going to call each of their names, the nominees, have them come up. I'll read their nomination to you. And then after all the nominations are read, I'll have them sit and I'll announce who the final recipient is. All right. So our first award is the Civilian of the Year Award. And again, this is going to be a member of the department who is in the civilian area who has shined to support the department. Our first nominee, we're going to ask her to come forward, is Brianna Ramirez. We know Brianna well. She used to work with us up on the 7th floor. She has demonstrated exceptional dedication and adaptability throughout the year, particularly when stepping in to manage critical data and analytical tasks during her supervisor's maternity leave. In other words, she had to step in. Despite an increased workload, Brianna maintained a high level of accuracy and efficiency, ensuring that all responsibilities were handled seamlessly and without disruption. One of her most notable achievements was her adaptability in quickly learning and executing the department's extensive 40-page monthly report, a key document requiring precision and attention to detail. Additionally, Brianna successfully managed special reports, such as the Parks Report, while continuing to handle her regular duties. Her ability to absorb complex information and deliver flawless results speaks to her strong analytical skills and commitment to excellence. Brianna further showcased her dedication by successfully completing an FBI audit, ensuring compliance with all necessary regulations and requirements. Her attention to detail and thorough approach played a crucial role in maintaining the department's high standards. Her contributions to critical operations and her consistent excellence make her a highly deserving candidate for the Civilian of the Year. Brianna Ramirez, everyone. So, Brianna, what I'm going to ask you to do is go ahead and please take your seat at this time. And I'm going to tell you about our next nominee. The next nominee is none other than Kitty Warwick. Kitty, come forward, please. And let me read you Kitty's nomination. She is an exemplary candidate for the Civilian of the Year award, demonstrating consistent and exceptional service throughout the year. Her dedication and adaptability have been crucial to the seamless operation of the department, especially during times of transition. Kitty has consistently gone above and beyond to elevate the role of civilians within the law enforcement profession, showcasing the importance of her contributions to the overall success of the department. When faced with personnel changes, Kitty stepped up without hesitation, taking on additional responsibilities and ensuring that all crucial tasks were completed accurately and on time. Her ability to transition between different duties with ease and maintain operational efficiency was instrumental in keeping the department running smoothly. Kitty's commitment to excellence was further demonstrated during the commissary audit conducted by the City Auditor's Office. She played a key role in providing accurate records and ensuring compliance with auditing requirements, contributing to a successful and transparent review process. Her meticulous attention to detail and collaborative approach were invaluable in facilitating the audit's success. Kitty's strong work ethic, dedication to professional growth, and adaptability to problem solve in a dynamic environment make her an invaluable asset to the Department of Public Safety. Her exceptional service, commitment, and leadership within her role make her a deserving nominee for the Civilian of the Year, representing the best of civilians in law enforcement. Thank you very much. And our last nominee, unfortunately, could not be with us today, but that's okay. Her supervisor, I think, is going to get her certificate just the same. The nominee is Valerie Davis. Let me tell you about Valerie. She has demonstrated exceptional dedication and organizational skills in advancing the department's records management initiatives. She played a key role in updating records inventories, collaborating with the Enterprise Records Management on a digitization project, and systematically purging outdated records, significantly improving the efficiency of the department's records management system. Through her efforts, she successfully created additional storage capacity for over 4 more quarters of inmate records, providing a valuable enhancement to the department's operational efficiency. Valerie took the initiative to update the electronic records specialist position manual, ensuring it aligns with the current structure and responsibilities. Her meticulous work on the manual, including updating key sections on staffing and policies, ensures that it remains a relevant and essential resource for the department. She also identified materials to enhance its functionality, adding a hard copy binder and an updated table of contents to further improve its utility. Her commitment to continuous improvement is evident in the substantial increase in records processing and training metrics from 2023 to 2024. Listen to this. Under Valerie's leadership, the department completed 2,188 seals in 2024, up from 1,329 the previous year. Valerie's exceptional contributions to records management, training, and process improvements highlight her invaluable role within the department. Her proactive approach, attention to detail, and ability to enhance operational efficiency make her a highly deserving candidate for the Civilian of the Year honor. And again, Valerie could not be here, but her supervisor, Jennifer Gallego, will make sure that she gets her certificate. So, are you ready to find out who the Civilian of the Year is? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Kitty Warwick. Kitty, I'm going to ask you to please come forward. How about another round of applause for Kitty, everybody? Well done. All right, now we're going to move on to the Animal Protection Officer of the Year Award. Same thing here. I'm going to read each of the nomination forms for each of the nominees, have them come forward, and at the end, I'll tell you who our ultimate recipient is. So, our first nominee is Shaylin Spletzhauser. Animal Protection Officer Spletz-Tozer exemplifies the highest standards of professionalism and dedication, making her a deserving nominee for the Animal Protection Officer of the Year award. She has consistently demonstrated a commitment to animal welfare within the city of Las Vegas through her reliability, strong work ethic, and true passion for public service. Her proactive engagement with residents at community events showcases her ability to educate the public about animal protection services while also fostering strong community relationships. Her enthusiasm for her work and ability to communicate effectively with citizens and her colleagues make her an outstanding representative of the department. In addition to her field work, Officer Spletz-Tozer plays a crucial role in mentoring new officers within the department, sharing her valuable knowledge and experience to ensure their success. Her positive attitude, collaborative spirit, and willingness to go above and beyond to help others make her an invaluable member of the team. She exudes true dedication to improving the lives of animals and the people in her community. Her professionalism, leadership, and passion for animal protection make her an ideal candidate for the Animal Protection Officer of the Year award. Shaylin Spletz-Tozer, everyone. All right, our next nominee for Animal Protection Officer of the Year is Kim Henry. Kim, can you please come forward? Officer Henry is a standout member of the Department of Public Safety, deserving of the Animal Protection Officer of the Year award for her exceptional performance and consistent dedication to animal welfare within the city of Las Vegas. Officer Henry's impact extends beyond routine duties as she demonstrates a genuine commitment to the health, safety, and well-being of animals across the city. Throughout the year, Officer Henry has proactively gone above and beyond to not only reunite numerous stray dogs with their owners, but also alleviating pressure on the city's overcrowded animal shelter. Her quick and compassionate actions have brought families back together, providing peace of mind to the community while ensuring that animals are safe and well cared for. In addition to her outstanding work, Officer Henry's selflessness shines through in her decision, are you ready for this, to adopt 2 senior dogs with special needs, offering them a loving home after their previous owner had passed away. Anybody? Yes. I'm not done with you yet. Hold on. Anyone who has a senior dog knows that's a big commitment, let alone with one, but with 2 as well. So let me tell you the rest about her. She, in recognition of her consistent commitment to animal welfare, her proactive efforts to make a difference in the community, and her exceptional service, Officer Kim Henry is nominated for the Animal Protection Officer of the Year award. Her dedication elevates the importance of her role and serves as an inspiration to others in her profession. Hear, hear. Officer Henry, everyone. All right. Are you ready to find out who our Animal Protection Officer of the Year is? Okay, I'm going to tell you. It's Shaylin Spletz-Tozer. Shaylin, congratulations. One more round of applause. Officer Spletz-Tozer. So our Communications Specialist of the Year award is next. Now, Luz, I understand that they're not here today. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to tell you about our nominees here today. We're going to begin, and of course, these are the folks that work in our dispatch center, obviously enough. So our nominees for Communications Specialist of the Year, we're going to begin with Louisa Tillman. Louisa, are you here? Come on, a round of applause for her. Communications Specialist Louisa Tillman has consistently demonstrated exceptional service and dedication to the City of Las Vegas Department of Public Safety since joining in April 2006. Known for her unparalleled work ethic, reliability, and the ability to handle demanding workloads, Louisa consistently goes above and beyond the call of duty to serve both the public and her colleagues. Her proactive approach and problem-solving abilities make her a standout in the department. Luisa's ability to maintain a positive rapport with both coworkers and officers, coupled with her dedication to teamwork, has earned her the respect and admiration of everyone she works with. Her communication skills are second to none, and she has been a mentor to many within the department, always sharing her knowledge and experience to ensure the success of the others. Luisa's willingness to support both the department's mission and her peers is evident in her consistent contributions to the success of daily operations. Her strong professionalism, coupled with her innovative mindset and team-oriented approach, exemplifies the values of excellence within the department. For her exceptional service, innovation, and leadership, Communication Specialist Luisa Tillman is highly deserving of the nomination for the Communication Specialist of the Year Award. Congratulations. Our next nominee is Kimberly German. Communication Specialist Kim German has been a vital member of the City of Las Vegas Department of Public Safety since May 2017, bringing exceptional communication skills, professionalism, and a positive attitude to the control room. Known for her attention to detail and ability to stay calm under pressure, Kimberly consistently ensures clear, accurate, and efficient communications during critical situations. Her dispatch and communication skills are unparalleled, and she is recognized for her ability to manage complex calls while maintaining composure and providing essential support to officers and other agencies. Her proactive approach to her role extends beyond her day-to-day responsibilities. She consistently offers to assist her colleagues, making her a reliable and supportive team member. Her willingness to help others and share her knowledge fosters a collaborative environment and enhances the team's effectiveness. Kimberly exemplifies the core values of the City of Las Vegas of being kind, committed, and smart through her exceptional communication skills, teamwork, and dedication to public safety. Her positive influence, strong rapport with the public and colleagues, and consistent excellence make her a deserving candidate for the Communications Specialist of the Year honor. And again, she could not be here today, but we're still going to make sure she gets the award if she wins. Our next nominee is Sean Stevenson, also unable to be with us today. These folks are working, but let me tell you about Sean. Communication Specialist Sean Stevenson has been a valued member of the City of Las Vegas Department of Public Safety since December 2009. Known for his approachable professional demeanor and strong work ethic, Sean has consistently exceeded expectations in all positions within the control room. His ability to master job functions quickly and efficiently has made him a reliable and integral part of the team. Sean's positive attitude, attention to detail, and willingness to go above and beyond have earned him the respect of his colleagues. He consistently volunteers for additional shifts and readily assists team members whenever needed. His dedication to maintaining clear, accurate communication has played a crucial role in ensuring the safety of the officers and the public, reflecting his commitment to the department's mission. Sean's eagerness to share his knowledge and his collaborative approach further contribute to the success of his team. His professional integrity, combined with his helpful nature, exemplify the City of Las Vegas core values of being kind, committed, and smart. For his exceptional service, mentorship, and teamwork, Communication Specialist Sean Stevenson is highly nominated for the Communication Specialist of the Year Award. All right, are you ready to find out who our winner is? The winner of the Communication Specialist of the Year Award, our honoree, is Kim German. We'll make sure they get the award, I promise. They're probably dispatching somebody right now. You can maybe put that over the radio, the winner. Moving on, we now have our Corrections Officer of the Year Award. And for this award, again, I'm going to ask the nominees to please come forward as I read the nomination. Our first is Dwight Davis. Let's give him a round of applause, everyone. Dwight Davis is nominated for the Corrections Officer of the Year Award in recognition of his exceptional dedication and consistent performance over the past 20 years with the Department of Public Safety. He is known for his positive attitude, work ethic, and commitment to excellence. Since joining DPS in 2005, Officer Davis has served in a variety of roles, including transport, courts, and the outside work crew. Now, in his current role as the outside work crew officer, he leads by example, working alongside inmate crews on tasks such as cleaning kennels, painting, and landscaping. His hands-on approach inspires those he supervises and reflects his dedication to making a difference in the lives of those he works with. A true mentor, Officer Davis is committed to leaving the inmates he supervises better than how he found them. We've heard that theme. He consistently offers guidance, encouragement, and support to help them grow and improve, ensuring they have the tools they need to succeed both during their time in custody and after their release. His compassion and selflessness have had a lasting impact on the individuals he mentors, fostering a sense of personal responsibility and growth. Officer Davis' proactive leadership has also served the city, saved the city significant costs, listen to this, and his contributions have played a key role in DPS earning 2 ACA accreditations. That's a big deal. His commitment to improving the department and positively influencing the lives of inmates makes him a deserving nominee for the Corrections Officer of the Year Award. Dwight Davis, everyone. Our next nominee is Officer Dante Toth. Yes, give him a round of applause. Officer Toth is nominated for the Corrections Officer of the Year Award for his consistent and exceptional performance, embodying the true core values of the City of Las Vegas through his dedication to both the department and the community. Officer Toth is recognized not only for his outstanding work within the Department of Public Safety, but also for his proactive contributions to community engagement. As the primary point of contact for community-oriented policing events within the Special Emergency Response Team that the Chief talked about, Officer Toth has dedicated countless hours to representing the city with pride both on and off duty. His efforts to foster positive relationships between law enforcement and the community have been instrumental in strengthening the bond between officers and residents, particularly with local youth. Through his involvement in initiatives such as back-to-school drives, holiday celebrations, awareness campaigns, and supporting hospitalized children, Officer Toth has demonstrated selflessness and a giving nature, frequently volunteering his personal time without compensation. His commitment to service goes beyond his professional duties, creating a lasting impact on those he serves. Officer Toth's dedication, humility, and proactive leadership make him a standout candidate for this prestigious award, reflecting the highest standards of professionalism, teamwork, and service. His efforts have not only improved the quality of life in the community, but have also set an exemplary standard for fellow officers. Let's give him a round of applause. Dante Toth. Our next nominee is someone you've seen before. It's Officer Sean Smith. Let's give him a round of applause again. Officer Sean Smith is nominated for the Corrections Officer of the Year in recognition of all his exceptional professional and consistent performance and commitment to the safety and well-being of both inmates and staff. Since joining the Department of Public Safety, Officer Smith has earned recognition for his quick thinking and decisive actions, particularly in situations requiring immediate life-saving measures, as we heard previously. His ability to remain calm under pressure and respond effectively in high-stress environments has been a critical asset to the department. Whether handling emergencies or day-to-day responsibilities, Officer Smith consistently prioritizes the safety of those in his care. A proactive and dedicated officer, Officer Smith is always eager to continue improving himself. His commitment to personal and professional growth is demonstrated through his pursuit of advanced training, particularly in crisis intervention, where he continues to refine his skills to better serve his colleagues and the community. His strong work ethic, ethical conduct, and selflessness make him a role model within the department. Officer Smith's actions reflect the highest standards of professionalism and his dedication to making a positive impact in the lives of others, both inside and outside the department. He is a true team player and an invaluable member of the Department of Public Safety. For his consistent and outstanding performance and his dedication to the core values of our department, Officer Sean Smith is nominated for the Corrections Officer of the Year Award. Congratulations, Sean. All right, so now it's time to tell you who our Corrections Officer of the Year is. And our recipient this year is Dwight Davis. You're getting your steps in today, Dwight. Congratulations, Dwight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our very last award today, and that is the Marshal of the Year Award. So at this time, same drill, I'm going to tell you about our nominees, read their nomination form, and ask them to come forward. And then at the end, I'll tell you who our recipient is. So our first nominee, someone you've seen before, it's Jorge Caloca. Officer Jorge Caloca. Yeah, come forward, Jorge. He is nominated for the Deputy City Marshal of the Year Award for his consistent excellence, outstanding performance, and true dedication to the City of Las Vegas Department of Public Safety. Throughout the year, Officer Caloca has demonstrated remarkable leadership and operational expertise, impacting the profession of law enforcement through his empathy, humility, and professionalism. A key contributor to the success of Operation Positive Change that the Chief talked about, Deputy Marshal Caloca played a critical role in dismantling illegal backyard dog breeding operations and unlicensed animal sales across the Las Vegas area. His proactive approach, paired with his ability to effectively coordinate with APS officers, the City Attorney's Office, and the City Leadership Team, ensured the success of this operation. Under his guidance, the Flex Team employed undercover strategies that led, are you ready for this, to 35 citations, 2 arrests, the seizure of 4 illegal firearms, and the rescue of 16 puppies. Not bad for a day's work. Through his efforts, Officer Caloca has contributed to a 90% reduction in illegal animal sales advertisements, significantly improving public safety and reducing criminal activity. His work earned recognition from the City of Las Vegas leadership, including the former and current mayors, city council members, and the local media outlets. Officer Caloca's ability to inspire and lead, combined with his deep commitment to teamwork and problem solving, has made him an invaluable asset to the Department of Public Safety. His strength of character and selflessness embody the highest standards of law enforcement, making him a nominee for the Deputy City Marshal of the Year honor. Thank you, Jorge. Our next nominee is Rico Mendez. Yes, give him a round of applause. Officer Rico Mendez is nominated for the Deputy City Marshal of the Year Award in recognition of his outstanding and consistent performance, dedication, and impact within the Department of Public Safety. As a key member of the Conditions Team, Officer Mendez addresses critical quality of life and chronic crimes concerns using innovative strategies, including the application of crime prevention through environmental design. His recent efforts at Justice Myron Leavitt Park were instrumental in reducing crime and facilitating necessary renovations, showcasing his ability to make a meaningful, long-lasting impact on public safety and community well-being. Officer Mendez's versatility and leadership are demonstrated by his additional roles as a field training officer, acting sergeant, and a member of the Special Response Team. His proactive policing has resulted in several hundred citations and numerous arrests. His collaboration with organizations like the MORE Team to provide resources to the unhoused further demonstrates his successful and selflessness and commitment to improving the lives of those in the community, no matter where they are. As a native of Las Vegas, Officer Mendez's passion for serving his community is evident in everything he does. His professionalism, dedication to his craft, and willingness to go above and beyond have made a lasting impact on both his colleagues and the citizens he serves. For his exemplary service, leadership, and contributions to public safety, Officer Rico Mendez is nominated for the Deputy City Marshal of the Year Award. Rico Mendez, everyone. And our final nominee for the Marshal of the Year is Officer Christian Cox. Christian Cox is nominated for the Deputy City Marshal of the Year Award in recognition of his consistent and outstanding performance, as well as his commitment to the City of Las Vegas Department of Public Safety. As a field training officer, Officer Cox has played a pivotal role in mentoring new recruits and laterals, ensuring they are well prepared and equipped for the challenges of law enforcement. His leadership and mentorship have directly contributed to the development of future officers, and his influence extends beyond training as he continuously demonstrates exceptional policing skills on the street. Officer Cox is also highly involved in the Advanced Academy, using his knowledge and experience to further enhance the skills of fellow officers. His dedication to training and enforcement is further demonstrated by his willingness to volunteer for additional shifts, ensuring that the department always operates at the highest level of service. Known for his strong work ethic, humility, and collaborative spirit, Officer Cox is a team player who continually sets a positive example for others. His selflessness and dedication to the department's mission have earned him the respect and admiration of his peers. In recognition of his outstanding service, leadership, and commitment to excellence, Officer Christian Cox is nominated for the Deputy City Marshal of the Year Award. And Christian, I'm going to tell you, don't go too far, because you are our Deputy City Marshal of the Year. Congratulations. Put another round of applause for Christian Cox and all of our awardees. Chief said, wear that with pride. Absolutely. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our awards ceremony. To provide some closing comments tonight, I'm going to invite Deputy Chief Robert Straube to the microphone to bring us home at the end.
So we actually set this up. I was going to say one quick thing, a couple quick things. I just want to thank everybody. And also, I was kind of remiss in not talking about my executive leadership team and really all of my command staff. You know, we don't get this done without a great team, and I appreciate each and every one of you and what you all do. Also, is DeAndre here with CEA? I just want to make sure that, and Stephanie's here, so thank you for being here and supporting our members. And also, I saw Ryan here as well with LVPOA, and I saw Frank Dent with POSA. So thank you very much for what you all do. And I kind of breezed through our professional staff. I want to quickly talk about that. We're not getting any of this done without our LESTs, without our ASAs and our MAs. They really make it happen for us, and I really didn't hit that well because that thing was kind of messed up a little bit. But I want to say that professional staff is really keeps the trains running for us, and so we appreciate it. So thank you very much for all being here.
So we kept you long enough to beat the traffic. Does that work? We're a little over, so I'm going to clean it up real quick. Again, want to emphasize the support from our MPT, our city manager. This is a combination of the tools they provide us, so we can provide the tools to all of our staff that have been recognized today to do their job. So thank you again for the continued support. Also, they love when I do this. If you're not standing, Jen, I see you over there. I want to thank Jen, Luz, Kelly, and Yamil. At least raise your hand. They put this all together. And also, I'm not sure if it was said, but all these awards, the yearly awards, were all nominated by all of our staff, okay? So that's very important. Thank you for voting, It's very important for all of our folks to get recognized like they have. Also, excuse me, our awards committee spent hours going through these awards, hours reading. So if you're part of the awards committee, just raise your hand. I want to acknowledge you for all the work you did. Thank you. And again, all of our law enforcement partners, thank you for coming, supporting us. Jeff Fremont, see you in the back there. Thank you for your support. You guys always pick up the phone when we call. Thank you. We appreciate the partnerships. And finally, couldn't leave this without thanking Dave, all that reading. So thank you. Appreciate you. And so, like MPT said, we have some great food in the back. We'd love for you to stay, mingle with us. And that's back in the Now Cafe. Again, we'll do this again next year, bigger and better. We're getting after it. That's what we do, and we're going to continue. So thank you very much. Safe travels home. Thanks for coming.
And thank you to MPT for bringing us food. We appreciate it. There's Greek food, right? We appreciate it. Thank you.